Okay, thank you very much for joining us. If you've just arrived, we started quite about half an hour ago, but still, there's still some meat on the bone. I'm talking about now looking at the Northwest, and our guest this time is Malam Umar Aminu Kalgo. Malam Kalgo is a lawyer, is a former MBA secretary in Birnin Kebbi branch. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Folarin.
Thank you very much for coming on the program. Okay, so I wanted to find out from you, what's your read of the state of security in the Northwest generally? As we are all aware, an ex-DG of NYSC was, he was released after having been kidnapped, abducted. He was released about a month ago. We don't know the circumstances, but at least we're happy that he was released. The situation of banditry, if you want, terrorism going on in the Northwest, what would be your commentary as a person who is in the zone? What would be your commentary? Is it getting any better? And would you like to comment on the release of the former DG of NYSC?
The issue of banditry regarding the Northwest is the most fundamental thing that affects the region, because it has to do with the security of the people living there. And it touches on all aspects of life in terms of even the food security chain is seriously disrupted with the issue of this banditry. With that, the assessment, in my humble opinion, is that some progress have been made regarding the rampancy of the attacks and how widespread the banditry are operating in the Northwest in general, in some parts, because records, successes recorded in Kaduna states are something that give impetus to the notion that an advancement have been made, because there is an area that is almost a no-go area, with completely being under the influence of these bandits. That is the Beningwari area and some routes, because of the initiative taken by the Kaduna state government. Now a bit of relative normalcy have come back. I think some journalists even went to attend the market, Beningwari market reopening again, and you find all and sundry happy. You find the Fulanis that are there in their cattle market happy. The local farmers also were happy. So I think it only reminds us of something, because this thing is deeply rooted with many aspects that needs to be addressed. That's why there is no single, way of tackling it. It's not just by firearm. I think the fact that Kaduna decided to take the carrot measure with the bandits and having success with it relatively, I think is a reminder that weapons only cannot get us out of this. So my call is that let's continue to understand how intricate these issues are, so that we can find lasting solutions for them with both the stick and the carrot measures.
Okay. There was talk about a safe corridor being provided very recently. Can we take that as an indication that everything hasn't sort of gone kaput. The authorities are still able to engage and indeed have succeeded in establishing what has been referred to as a safe corridor. What's your assessment of that particular move and indeed the safety of the corridor that we're talking about?
Well, you see, the security personnel are in better position to inform the public of such a state if we are having it. And I think always when we are in this kind of situation, any amount of any advancement to safety that we can get, whether it is a safe corridor, I think is a good thing to have, because it will give some people the opportunity once they are there to feel that no, this place is safe and it can be routed to do a lot of things that the communities and society need to live. So I think the safe corridor too should be is necessary. Even where you want to disarm people, I think when you give them that safe corridor to come and surrender, it helps a lot, because with that you can have to, disarm some of them that are willing to relinquish and come back to the societies.
Indeed. The other point is the shocking news of the kidnap about a month ago of the... No. He was released about a month ago, talking about the retired Major General who is a former DG of the National Youth Service Corps. That seemed to be a significant coup on the part of the bandits, but thankfully he's been rescued. There was apprehension. His family, for a while, was actually asking government to step in and do something. But we're talking about a month ago, the general retired has been released. Any commentary on that? The high profile of the victim, does that begin to show some sense of how serious things are? Because I don't imagine you can, just toy with a Major General like that. Okay, but just before you go, sir, let me bring in George, who has called in from Ikeja. Good morning, Mr. George.
Uncle Yori. Good morning to the guest.
Yes.
Uncle Yori, this issue of banditry and kidnapping, the level it has assumed is becoming embarrassing. I expect by now the National Assembly should come in with a stiffer law against kidnapping and banditry. But we are not seeing that. Instead, every day we are hearing about Natasha Akpoti, as if that is why we sent them to the National Assembly. Those who have been caught as kidnappers, there's nothing to show the public that they have been penalized or punished as a deterrent to others. That is where to start from. Do we want to wait till they kidnap the governor before we take it serious? The thing is becoming something else. Everywhere you go, that is what people are talking about and afraid of. There should be stiffer laws, and those that have been caught should be used as examples to those who want to do it, that you don't do this thing and get away with it. I'm sorry, Uncle Yori, I wanted to say something about the previous topic, but before I could get through, you were already off it.
Okay.
The man you were talking to, I'm surprised that as at now, even after declaring a state of emergency in Rivers, he is still coming out raking as if the contests are just, or the conflict are just started. I expected the conciliatory moves behind the scene by now, so that within the shortest possible time, then the governor can return and things get normalized in Rivers State. But the way I'm hearing him speak as an aggrieved person, nothing like that seems to be taking place. The governor may be wrong, any other party may be right or wrong, but if you that you are on the right side, you are not welcoming. Reconciliation cannot take place. The person who offended you would be afraid to come to you for reconciliation. They should be welcoming. We want to see reconciliation. Otherwise, they don't know the implication of state of emergency. This thing could extend to the end of the governor's tenure, and if care is not taken, even beyond.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
I wish you could hear me.
Thank you very much for calling in. Point noted. And as you say, we've moved on from that subject, but you still put that point in. So back to you, Malam Umar Aminu Kalgo. We were just about to comment on, the situation where the former DG of NYSC has been, rescued. Your thoughts on that? And actually, this caller who called in says, look, how long are we going to wait before we begin to take things seriously? Because it is his feeling that the way the bandits seem to be having a free rein is because we haven't taken things seriously. Would you subscribe to that, or is it perhaps not understanding the issue fully?
Well, what seriousness could be, when you look at the people on ground, what seriousness could be greater than losing relatives, friends, and what have you? So it is a dire situation that, you cannot just, the only name it has is that it's a dire situation for the people living through it. And the capture of the former high-ranking general, that is Brigadier General Thiga, I think it only portrays what the ordinary populace of that area are going through, who are being taken in and out at their whim of the kidnappers. This is someone that ordinarily should have a good security and good people, at least with him. And with him being a general, he is entitled to, people like orderlies and what have you, together with him. So I just want to say it's unfortunate and also, embarrassing to the nation, the military, pertaining to this. It only calls for all hands to be on deck to avoid this situation. And this is what everyone is crying out loud, that whatever starts affecting just the ordinary citizen Nigerians, if it is insecurity, it will not stop there. It will now reach a stage where maybe it will affect even those at the higher echelons of power. And it is such things now that happen. So, what I'm trying to stress is that whether a general or an ordinary citizen, our son should be very, very high pertaining to this. I remember during his captivity, I had his friend talking about and trying to narrate the scenario that and difficulty that the general may be in his capture of even not having this, ordinary water to and what have you. I remember there was a judge of area court that was captured in Kazina. When he tell his audio, he spent 2 months without having a bath. And he was tied just the way you tied a goat. So it's pathetic what happened in such during that activity. So what I really want to highlight is when you look at those communities that are ravaged, the Fulanis that are there do not have cows anymore because not all of them are bandits. The ones that they lost their way of livelihood because they were the cattle rustling is always attached to the banditry. They will first ravage them by taking out their cattle. When you come to the farmers, they cannot go to their farms. So means of livelihood of entire communities is being disrupted. So that's why a solution to this must be found, because people without any options may tend to find themselves where the community will not want them to be.
Indeed. Mazi Okoroafo in Arochukwu, good morning to you, sir.
Morning, sir. Good morning, the security organization.
Okay. No, actually, he's a legal practitioner, former Secretary General of the Birnin Kebbi branch of the NBA.
Yeah, Mr. Kako. My own position is the NYC that they're talking about. But it's very, very disheartening at this very day that such things happen. But what I want to find out from our chief secretary for this time, the carrot here, the Kaduna State Governor is sitting and is succeeding. Is it not wise for other governors to do the same carrot here? Because one, time for farming is about coming now. How do the farmers go to the farm? And you know that this Northwest is where we have enough food and feed this within the sector and go outside Nigeria and within go to the state. What do we do? Because the situation where we wait till that time before we start taking to action, it's not ready. And the man that finished before this organization, the River State Bank, I'm just appealing to the River State. Thank God, yesterday the Muslim Ummah, they went there and paid homage to the governor. It was very, very interesting. But what I want now is to say that, and in as much as mistakes have been made, all the factors, I will just speak for God's sake. Let them allow people to finish 4 years and go. After 4 years, whatever they want to happen, they can. But a situation whereby the price is very, very uncomfortable for everybody, from Dick and Harry and the state. The oil company, and people say, when workers, when industries...
Okay, but Mazi, the challenge we have is that we've left that subject matter. Thank you very much, Mazi Okorafo, for calling in, but we've left that subject matter. I understand, maybe you tried to get in at the time you couldn't. But Malam Umar, to wrap now, in closing, really, it's like we still have our work cut out for us in the Northwest. More effort has to be put in, even as the military, I imagine, are saying that they're doing their best. They've established a safe corridor, and you know, as you have said, they would be the best person to tell us about the efficacy of that safe corridor. But at least people are not just folding their arms. We're working at it, but it seems to be a challenging job.
It's a challenging job. You see, we find ourselves in this fix with because the banditry issue is not just a Nigerian factor. Even the destabilization of many countries around us, Libya, what have you, that caused the move these small arms. Because arms and drugs can cause havoc anywhere. Even consider our cities, civilized cities. If you are to infest them with small arms, there won't be any peace. When you combine these two with drugs, I mean small arms and drugs, then the city. So I think all hands need to be in deck. We have to check that.
Okay. I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there, sir. I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there, but I want to thank you very much, Malam Umar Aminu Kalgo, legal practitioner and former NBA secretary in Birnin Kebbi branch of the NBA. Thank you very much, sir, for your time this morning.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Okay, we're going to have to leave it there. That's our program today. Do please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folari. Bye-bye for now.